In this video, I want to guide you through finding a difference quotient, specifically for a cubic function. And this idea could be applied, the concept of difference quotient could be applied to any function, but for polynomials in particular, the same kind of process always works out. So I thought we'd look at a cubic function. Alright, so take a minute to pause the video and copy the instructions. Determine the difference quotient, comma, this fraction, f of x plus h minus f of x, all over h, comma, for f of x equals x cubed plus 8x. Now that you got the problem copied, what I recommend doing is breaking the problem apart into pieces. So what I want you to do first is to take f of x plus h, and I want you to determine what that is. So f of x plus h, you need to take x plus h as the input to the f function, which is given here. This is the formula for the f function. If x plus h is the input to this formula, that means you're going to take and replace all of the x's here, which there are two of, replace those x's with x plus h's. Okay? So write that step here. Pause the video and write what you get if you replace those x's with x plus h's. Then what we're going to do is go ahead and simplify. In other words, take care of the cube part. Now make sure when you cube something, it means multiply by itself 3 times. Okay, so that's going to be a little bit tricky because you're going to have something times itself 3 times. What I recommend is multiplying those first, the first two, and then you're going to get the result and carry this guy down, and then multiply those two together. Okay, it takes a little bit of time. So do the cube part, multiply the 8, and combine like terms. So get everything completely simplified and see what you get there. Okay? And that's going to be your f of x plus h. Then we can go actually do the problem. So the difference quotient, let's copy it down, is going to be f of x plus h minus f of x all over h. And what you're going to do is your next step is going to look something like this. You're going to have f of x plus h. That's going to be the result from over here. Put that in parentheses. Then you're going to do minus f of x. Well, f of x is just this formula here. So take that and plug it into this set of parentheses. So you've got f of x plus h minus f of x now. And that's all over h. Once you've got that written out, you can drop the first set of parentheses, right? They're just going to go away, and you're going to distribute the negative over here to however many terms. And then you're going to combine like terms on the top. Once you've done that, you should have every term on top should have an h in it. You're going to factor h out on top. Pause as you need here to work through these steps. After you factored h out on top, you're going to cancel the h's. So the h on top with the h on the bottom, and then you're going to write your final answer. Okay? So pause the video, work through these steps, and come back and check your answer, which should be 3x squared plus 3hx plus h squared plus 8. Okay? So if you didn't get that, trace back through. Make sure you got f of x plus h, that you didn't make any mistakes there when you were cubing and distributing. And then when you come over here to the difference quotient portion that I've got written in red, make sure you distribute a property and combine like terms Make sure you factor out the h and canceled, and you should get the correct answer. Good luck.